Well, who would have thought that my first video for this new revamp channel is about Konami? What's going on, everyone? Wolfson here, back at it again, and today is the first episode for the new revamp channel, Wolf and Geek. And who would have thought that my first take about this, it has to be about Konami's situation. Who would have thought about it, that I was going to talk about Konami? You know, who would have thought about it? I know I didn't. So, I'm making this video. It's more of a personal opinion, and I feel like I agree with certain things, and I disagree with a whole lot of things, as always, with Konami. I don't think they're ever going to sponsor me. I lost that battle a long time ago. I don't care. Anyways, there's some things that just got recently updated from Konami's policies, you know, in terms of card games and rounds now, you know. If you guys aren't aware of what's happening, you've been living under the rock like I have, just recently, I found out about this through a bunch of other people, especially my friend Mike Phoenix Hero. Shout out to him. Basically, all I'm gonna talk about is the tournament policies that Konami has changed or updated in a sense. I'm not gonna go into depth about it. I can leave the link down below as well. You guys can go ahead and check it out and then you see what you feels. There's quite a few things that has changed that's gonna affect the way we play Yu-Gi-Oh from here and now, either on the local level, regional level, national level, world level, like everything. And I think this just basically like screw Yu-Gi-Oh altogether. What am I talking about? So essentially, Konami make this policy when you're going about the rounds. For those of you who don't know, each round of Yu-Gi-Oh, depending on how big it is, you know, each round there consists of 45 minutes, you know, and it has to be the best out of 2 out of 3. If the two players are still in game 3, even though even time is right now, one of them has to eventually lose, and it goes by either increase of life points or burn of life points. That's just how it goes. Essentially, the new policies just amended that and made sure like everybody's losing.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
That's what it is. The new policy is it's telling you there are no draws in Yu-Gi-Oh. Not anymore. There's gotta be a winner. No more draws. It doesn't make sense. Just kick it out of there. You're like, huh?
Nani?
What? Why? Like what? Here's like a breakdown in all this. So that way you guys didn't have to read about it and do all those paragraphs, you know, because us Yu-Gi-Oh players, we don't know how to read. No, we don't know how to read. Anyways, I had to reread and read again these long-ass paragraphs coming from this policy. And I even talked to Mike Phoenix Hero so I can have some clear understandings. He's going to make a video about it. If anytime there is a big regional level, even if it's 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people, it don't matter. There's no longer 8 rounds. It's now 10 rounds. It's just like, whoa, more time to play. That's kind of crazy, you know? You know, that's like, okay, cool, no problem. I mean, yeah, sure, okay. And it's not that very good at all. And the reason why is because the 10 rounds, it's not even a guarantee that you'll make it to the top 8. Oh, it's okay. We'll make it to top 16. Well, here's the thing. With the new updated rules, they cut top 16.
Hey, yo, what
or
the
top
fuck?
32. Or top 64 or top 128. They just basically cut it. That's it. They essentially cut anything before top 8. So essentially, if you didn't make it to the top 8, that's it. You're out of the tournament. You landed where you landed. Even if you landed on 9th place, and that's pretty still good. No, it doesn't matter. Top 8 is what matters the most. That's it. They're gonna cut everything. They're gonna give the prize to the top 8 people, not the top 16. That's that. It was like, well, that sucks. Well, for me, I don't care because I don't reach top 8. But needless to say, this new revised system it's essentially saying that the only cut is top 8 and anything before it is donezo. So all that extra work is saying that you get invited for nationals or you get invited for other places or not, well, that goes out the window. You don't get no prize. You only get the bragging rights of saying that I made it to the top 16. Nothing about it. If you didn't make it to the top 8, you're not a G. That's just essentially it. And that kind of sucks because you're taking away of other people's, hard work only to shorten it to like, oh, only the best of the best. Like, well, wow, okay, sure, we can do that. Also, on top of the top 18, once you made it to top 8 and top 8 and you start to do Swiss rounds on each other, there is no time. What? Yeah, you guys heard it. There is no time. So essentially, once you made it to the top 8, you're like almost there to the finish line. There is no time of how long. There's no time limit to the game. It's so essentially when you are playing against somebody and you try to burn for game or increase life points for game, it eliminates that. That's it. That's it. We're done with it. No more. No more of that. So you force yourself to like beat the opponent. Like you have to play the game, even if the game state takes forever. You have to play it. Which that kind of sucks in a way because it's like then everybody is like gonna wonder like how long is it gonna take, and man, I'm kind of tired about this. Like I don't want to deal with any of this anymore. So why do I want this? I just get it over with at this point. That's essentially the mentality of what's gonna happen, So no, there's no time in the top 8, and if not for now on a tournament level, we upgraded from 45 minutes to 50 minutes.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, guys, that gives a lot of combo players enough time to do their combo. Bruh. Which is ridiculous as it is because combo players take forever just to do a combo. Now we have to wait the entire 50 minutes for them to do the one combo.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, so now tournament level 50 minutes. So now you don't have to be worried about time essentially. 50 minutes is actually pretty good for us to enjoy the playing, but however, it is a lot of time. It's essentially an hour of you playing one round, and there hasn't been any updates from game one, so it's double-edged sword at that point. Yeah. So I don't know what I can say about that. I say that's good, and at the same time it's bad. It just gives a lot of combo players more time to combo. Another thing is that double match losses if time is done. Remember what I say earlier about top 8? It doesn't matter if you win by life points or you lose by life points. It don't matter. It don't matter because of the time. There is no time. Well, in a way, that kind of affected the local level as well. There is no more losing to time anymore. What do I mean by that? It means there's no draws. You can't have a draw. Somebody has to be a winner. And if nobody wins by the time is over, then everybody gets a loss. What? Yep, Konami being Konami. Just eliminate the whole draw aspect point. No. You either win or win. That's it. Even if you say you're trying to burn for game, it don't matter. You need to finish the game state itself. You need to finish the game all the way to the end. So people are kind of confused at that because I was kind of confused. So what do you mean? But if the time is over and I burn you, I have more life points than you. So why does it matter? I'll win. No. So the way Konami described it is that there has to be a winner. Like you cannot finish game with just I have more life points than you do. No. You have to finish it all the way to the end. The game, there has to be a winner. Essentially, either a win or loss. Either you win or you lose. And that's it. There is no draw. There is no between. There is no coercion of let's draw and we both get it to the top or something like that. No, there's none of that. That's already done. So essentially, that's it. So I took all of this. And I said to myself, Konami really screwed us over in a way. Pause. Game of Yugioh is already complex as it is. It's already on a very fragile that not many people are playing it, and they'd rather go play Pokemon or One Piece or other TCGs, and now the most recent TCG Gundam. So it's kind of like you're slow burning yourself out of business when you updated these type of of these policies because it doesn't make sense any of these stuff. I agree with the 50 minutes. Give a like extra time. I always feel like there's never enough time. I do feel like it's better to have more upgrade the side deck to from 15 to 20. I feel that's a little bit more fair, or not or not 20, that I don't know, 18, I guess, at least 3 more extra slides. I feel like that's much more valid for me. That makes a lot more sense. It gives more room. Same goes with the extra cut. The extra cut is always too tight whenever you're playing the game, or whatever deck you're playing. It's too tight for you to play it, and it's like I don't know if this is the decisive factor. And whenever you play the game and you end up with a lose or a win, it don't matter. You're like, damn, I should have had this card. I really wanted this card. This card could have helped me at that moment situation. Obviously, speaking of situational times, but it's the fact that you could have had it and the outcome of your game would have been different. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I feel like that should have been a thing. That should have been the thing for that to upgrade the whole thing. But no, again, we're talking about Konami. But the extra 50 minutes, I agree. It gives a lot of good time to think about, re-strategize about side decking choices. Also, try to play the game much more calmer, much more smarter, strategic, instead of like rushing into everything and make sure I obliterate you for oblivion. So I feel like that's like the only thing I agree. The 2 extra rounds is like, I feel like that's a little overkill. The count of top 8, that's kind of foul. I really don't like that. I feel like people who reach to the top 16, they deserve that recognition. Even top 32. But now the fact that it's like, nope, we don't care about top anything before top 8. That's kind of whack in my opinion. Punishing players for even trying to make it to the top 16 is like, damn, Konami, why would you do that? Also, the whole no time in the top, that's Swiss, like that's kind of dumb. Like, why would you eliminate that? Like, you will want to keep that time limit, so that way they don't just like sidetrack themselves. Like, they literally can take their sweet ass time to play the game. And then the whole concept of no draws and double match loss if time is done, that's kind of dumb, honestly. It makes absolutely no sense, So, I don't know, man. Highlights to all this is that rounds are now 50 minutes. Top card for all events is now on time, but is only for the top 8. So, yeah, that's essentially what it is. The new time rules are in effect, meaning that matches can no longer end in a draw, intentional or otherwise. So, that's essentially what it is. What has been like the new rules for today, guys. So kind of a desperate move for a lot of players who really are close to the top and they can't make it because they kind of like they never finished the game. So they're like, oh, like, hey, dude, just give me this win. Just give me this win. I'll give you a car. I'll give you 10 bucks, 10, 20 bucks, whatever. Just give me this guy so I can make it to the top. Thank you. You're the best and whatnot. Or damn, fuck you, then. Stuff like that is gonna happen. That's a recipe for disaster of all fans. What are my thoughts on all this? Listen, Konami is doing what Konami does best, and it's basically screwing everybody up. This is nothing new to me. This is something that is well known by Konami. So, what are my thoughts? I feel like this is not a surprise from Konami. This is what Konami does on a regular basis, not just with the TCG, but with other stuff as well. It's a Konami move it's a desperate Konami move that they're try to kill the game, which I don't know why. You're trying to make the game more fun, not more miserable. Anyways, I feel like this is a dumb move from Konami. It makes no sense. The 50 minutes, sure. But the whole thing about no time limit on the top 8 and you can only get to the top 8 only, and then there has to be a winner. You cannot have a draw, and if nobody's been declared a winner, then everybody gets a double loss. So you get 0 points, you get 0 points. I feel like that is a very dumb move to do. I feel like there should be like a draw. I feel like that was like the most fairness thing that you can ever think of in the game state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I get the argument of a lot of people that like, oh, thank God, I don't have to worry about, somebody burning me for the last second and I lose because of a stupid burn. I get it, but at the same time, it's not good because you're exchanging your burn aspect or your increase of life points aspect for a for a double loss. Like that's not a good trade. Like I would want things to be fair and square, not like either one benefits or both lose. That's it. That's all. Like that's all they care is like completely. But I feel like this is gonna make a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players stop playing the game altogether. And those are my thoughts, guys. I don't have much to talk about it. I do agree with some of the stuff that Mike Phoenix here will talk about it in the video down below. But let me hear your thoughts, guys. Share your experiences. If you think this is a great thing or a bad thing, let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to like and subscribe for your weekly videos here at wolfgeekpod.com or at wolfgeekpod. So yeah, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.